thanks for joining me. I wasn't really going to do a video on this to start with because I didn't want you to see my gut, but here we are. I'm going to go ahead and just try to do a setup on this Big Agnes Scout 2 Platinum with the poles and the ground sheet. It's about 45 degrees right now, but in a couple days it's supposed to be down to -1, so I figured we'll set this up now, see how it is in the cold. Got an Outdoor Vital sleeping bag that's rated comfort for 0, so I figured we'll try that out that night. And it's, you know, better do this in the backyard than, you know, in the middle of the woods or the mountains where, you know, if it doesn't stand up to that rating, you're kind of out of luck. So, you know, easier to have an escape plan to test it with to begin with. So anyway, we're gonna set this up, see how this goes. It's been about 25 years since I've set up a Scout style tent, so we'll see how this goes. First off, this ground sheet. See how this is, I don't know. Put the specs on the screen. Alright, got a little change of perspective. Got some Big Agnes aluminum poles. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got our stakes here. Get some of these sticks out of the way. There's the door, there's the corners. There's the peak. There we go. Now we're cooking. So, how is this supposed to be on this? I suppose that's about right. I guess it could be a little better. This wasn't a how-to anyway. This was a I'm doing it. It's oof, that wind. Kind of makes me want to tauten it up a little bit. Let's take a look inside. Alright, got it unzipped. It's got a little hook and loop Velcro there. When unzipping it, it did already get caught once on that, but it wasn't that bad. Here is the interior. Let's go ahead and go in, take a look. Alright, so I am inside. There is, oh gosh, that sun's coming right through. There is enough room for me. It's got a vent back here. It's got a mesh vent slash pocket storage there. I really don't know how much I would store in these. This is a single wall, supposed to be condensation collect here, run off into these pockets, and then out the tent. Another reason why I wouldn't put stuff there. This right here is just to keep the, I guess, to keep the pockets up out of the way, help with the drafts. That does not come off. Again, so there's a vent back there. And gosh, on the other side, it is the same. Could two people fit in here? Yeah, if they wanted to get close with each other, they could. Let's go ahead and put my sleeping pad and bag in here. All right, so I got my Thermarest Z-Lite long in there. As you can see, there's plenty of room on both sides. I do have it doubled over, and I'll pack a poncho under there just to provide a little more insulation. All right, now I got my Outdoor Vitals Aerie down bag, rated 0 degrees, and we'll get a few days. All right, went ahead and tightened a few more things up on that, and we'll give it a few days, see how it goes through this snowstorm, snow, wind, ice storm that's getting ready to come up. Might not be that bad, who knows, but we'll see. And then when it drops down to the coldest night, where it's supposed to be like, it was supposed to be 7, and they updated it to 1, then 0, now they update it to -1. So see how that sleeping bag and tent handles it. Be out here periodically to check on it during the storm, then spend that overnight. Also, everything was purchased by me, so nothing was sent to me. The tent, the poles, the ground sheet, everything purchased by me. And obviously this was not a how-to, this was just a I do a thing. I'm just going to figure it out as I go along. Because as I said before, I haven't set up a scout style tent in probably 25 years. So this is new to me. Well, not new to me, it's a refresher for me. One thing I'm already not thrilled about, but I already knew it going into buying this, was the lack of a vestibule. So yeah, you can get muddy pretty quickly. And I did buy these at a discount. They're new, they're on discount. Stuff from like Moose Jaw and can't remember whatever. So I didn't pay, full retail price back when these came out. I think it's actually discontinued now. I had to have a buddy in Canada, Phil's EDC, check him out. Actually buy the ground sheet from Big Agnes's Canadian site and send it to me because it wasn't available anywhere in the US that I could find. So yeah, this tent so far, I set it up yesterday when I said it was like 50 degrees. It's now 19 degrees out. It rained last night, so I guess you can see we got a little bit of a sag right now. This stake right here, the lines actually came off the stake. These stakes really don't have much of a catch or a hook, whatever you want to call it, to keep those lines on there. So I fixed that at like 3 a.m. I didn't stay out in this last night because it's not down to that cold yet. And I don't know. I haven't, since it was raining, I wonder if the inside got wet at all. Doesn't look like it. Let's see, see a little condensation, but that's on the other side. Oh. Again, that's on the underside. This is a thin nylon. Yeah, that's on the underside. So far looking good. Kind of thinking I probably shouldn't have left this in there until I was ready to sleep in it, but you know, I did what I did. Alright, let's crawl back in the back. Alright, in the back here. Yeah. So far so good. No, nothing got in last night. So other than the sagging, that's good that no water got in last night during the rain. Even after that came undone. I'll probably upgrade the stakes. Alright, hey, as you can see here, a little change of, well, everything. So I was going to do this, you know, during the winter, as you just saw. That was the coldest night of the year, but I kind of felt under the weather that evening, so I didn't come out here. And then it warmed up, and it just wasn't really ever cold since then. So now, here we are in the summer, and while it's not the hottest day of the year in the summer, it is in the middle of August when I'm filming this. And I was looking at the 10-day forecast, and like the next 2 nights it's supposed to be the hottest, and then it's supposed to like drop down and I guess start moving into more fall-like weather. So it's like, okay, well, got to do this now. My AccuWeather app says it's currently 97 degrees with a feel of 105. So yeah, it's kind of toasty, but don't think I'm gonna spend the night in this, but I will probably come out here, I don't know, probably 10 p.m. or I don't know, 4 a.m. or something, or maybe over the next couple nights. Maybe do like a 10 p.m. tonight and a 4 p.m. the next night. I don't know, we'll see. But let's check how the thermometers read. So I put this thermometer here in the shade, and it currently says, where you at? There's Celsius, there's Fahrenheit. Okay. It currently says, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but it says right about 100. And then, if we go inside, yep, go inside here. Yeah, I even still put my sleeping bag and mattress and stuff in here just to see what it's going to be like. Anyway, here we have this thermometer, and wow, this one says, I don't know if you can see it. This one says 120, which I don't know if it is actually 120 in here. But let's see if I can zoom in on this. Yeah, it says 120. I don't know if it's actually 120, but I'll tell you what, this metal is pretty hot, and it was not sitting in the shade. Or sorry, it was sitting in the shade part of this, so I don't know. Alright, so I think I am going to hang out in here just a little bit to see how hot it gets. It's 5 o'clock right now, and of course the sun's still up. It's pretty bright in here, but I just want to see how toasty this is going to get over the next few minutes. It is bright in here. Oh, golly. That is why I gotta be wearing these sunglasses. But I've only been here like 5 minutes, and I am cooking. I do kind of feel the little bit of a breeze when it kicks up every now and then come through here, which is good. But yeah, I've only been here 5 minutes, and I'm like, this is an oven. So I'm gonna come back later tonight. All right, so it's 10 o'clock at night here. My app says it's 87 with a feel of 94. Let's see what these thermometers look like. Okay, we got this one. That is, oh, hey, sorry. This is, where are we at? Okay, that one says about 80. You know what? I am going to clip this on there. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll let you hook there. Clip it on there so nothing walks off with it. Alright, now here we are inside. It doesn't feel too bad in here, actually. We've got, this thermometer says, yeah, it says probably about 78-ish. Yeah. So, yeah, doesn't feel too bad in here right now. I mean, I'm not going to sleep in it tonight, but at this temperature, humidity, even though the app, yeah, it said 87 with a feel of, what was that, 93, 94, the, I don't know, the thermometers say it's like 80, and I don't know, the feel could be even lower than that, so it feels okay right now. I don't see, as of right now, sorry, just feeling around, yeah, condensation's not an issue, but I guess I'll go ahead, leave this up tomorrow, and then the following day be out here like 4 or 5 a.m. and see if we're condensated inside. So see you then. Alright, here we are in the morning. It's 7:30 in the morning. It says it's 74 degrees with a feel of 81. Let's see what the thermometers say and how it's inside the tent. Alright, this thermometer we have... Oh, I always look at the... What does this say? This says just below 80. And let's check out inside the tent. Inside the tent, this one says... Oh, yeah, just below 80, maybe like 75. And so far, yeah, so far no condensation issues, but also I didn't spend the night here. Yeah, I didn't spend the night in here, so I guess I didn't, contribute too much with my breath. As you can see, there is not water coming through the floor, but you can see droplets, I guess, coming up from the grass and sitting on the underside. So we'll be back out here, I guess, at like 4 a.m. to see what's up. Alright, it is 4 a.m. and my app says it's 72 degrees with a feel of 74. So let's see how this tent is doing. You can see there's a little moisture on the compass. And this reads, oops, dropped it. Yeah, this reads, sorry, I'm trying to use a headlamp this time. This reads, about, a little over 70. And again, I don't know if you can see, but there's moisture on the outside of the tent. And alright, coming inside the tent. Okay, here we go. Inside the tent, we've got, yeah, this is about 75 inside the tent. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there is condensation in the tent. Yeah, see, condensation inside the tent. Not like, well, yeah, there's some droplets. The sleeping bag doesn't feel soaked. Yeah, it doesn't feel wet, so that's good. So it could just be minor. Yeah, so it could just be minor. I'm gonna see if maybe I can sleep in here tonight, and see how it does. So I just came out here to, I guess, look at the tent real quick and, you know, just look at the stuff inside. And I noticed some things. First off, I don't know if you can see it, but a cat or something peed on my tent. You might be able to see it better from this angle, but yeah, there's some sort of, I'm trying to put my finger over the screen, but I switched the camera somehow. But right here, if you can see it, maybe not because of the light, but there's kind of orange splotches that go down to here. And also, not only that, but there's ants in here. There's little tiny ants that, they say, there you can see one. I don't know if there's a hole that they came through. I mean, obviously there's gotta be some sort of hole, but I don't know if there's some hole I don't see, or if maybe I didn't zip it up all the way somehow and they came in that way. I don't know, but I don't like that there's ants. Hopefully the ants are just user error. Yeah, hopefully they're just user error that I didn't have that closed all the way. And I'm going to spray off the pee of the tent. And yeah, hope that doesn't happen again. So it's kind of comical. This is like the third time that I've set this tent up for this series. It's a year later from when I shot this the first time. About a year later. It's about 20 degrees outside right now, and a snowstorm is about to move in. So that's why I was like, hey, let's set it up now. Today and tonight will be a perfect time to finish the test that I started a year ago. So let's get to it. As you can see, got everything set up, and now we just wait for the snow to come in. Awesome, snow has begun. Alright, so I've been laying in here about 30 minutes. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. AccuWeather says it's about 29 degrees. I'm not sure what this says. Oh, the sun compass says it's a lot warmer, but also I guess it was in my sleeping bag, so I guess that doesn't count right now. But yeah, this is about 29 degrees, and I don't know if you could hear, but it's kind of sleeting. If you can see, there's sleet or snow on the tent. If you can focus, yeah, there's snow outside. So yeah, that sun compass is a little wrong. I guess because it was in my hands for a little bit before I started filming. My mistake. But yeah, so far about 25-30 minutes in the OV Outdoor Vitals 20-degree sleeping bag on the Thermarest here. Hasn't been too bad. Pretty comfortable, just in my t-shirt, in my jeans. My minus 33 beanie here. Hadn't been too bad, but probably go inside, finish up my day, try to come out here, spend the night, see how that goes. But so far it's keeping me warm. I'm not sure how much it'll drop, more it'll drop tonight. Probably drop to like the 20, probably about 20-ish to where this is rated. So see how that goes. But yeah, it's review's actually happening. Alright, so it's about 9:30 at night here. It's only dropped to maybe about 25 degrees. Thought I saw in the news earlier, they said it's not going to get much lower, but came out here about 45 minutes ago. And again, so far, I mean, I can feel it's gotten a little cooler in the bag, but not too bad. Kind of moved over so we can see this. Hopefully the sun thermometer compass thing is doing its job. Yeah, this is about 30 degrees in here. I've had to shake off the snow a couple times. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling if I do stay out here all night and fall asleep, it might collapse on me. We'll see. Or I don't know. We'll see if this collapses on me overnight. If I stay out here overnight, guess depends on how cold I get. But check back with you if something happens or in the morning when I wake up. Okay, so what have I learned? That Scout tents, or I guess I shouldn't say learn, but reminded of, Scout tents don't like any snow load on them. Yeah, that wasn't fun, but yeah, it got maybe, I don't know, probably 2 a.m. that kind of fell in on me from the snow. It's still about 25 degrees all night. I don't blame that on the tent itself or Big Agnes. That's just the design. I think that did happen once on me in New Mexico when I was camping when I was like 17 or something. It's been a long time. So it's not a fault of the tent. But up until then, yeah, it was still about 25 degrees, and the Outdoor Vitals tent was, or not tent, sorry, the Outdoor Vitals sleeping bag there was still keeping me comfortable. You know, if it got down to 20 degrees, I think I still would have been okay, comfortably okay. So I think their comfort rating, at least for me, is pretty accurate. If it started getting lower than that, you know, it's like, okay, start putting on more layers, all that stuff. Better sleeping pad. Probably could have gone a little lower than 20 degrees, or 20 degrees, lower than 20 degrees would be possible, should I say. So anyway, I'm gonna go inside, and then later on this afternoon try to clean this all up and then give you my final thoughts on everything. All right, so I am inside and I changed out of that smelly blue shirt, got the tint drying, and yeah, just let you know my thoughts on it. Yeah, so the Big Agnes Scout 2 Platinum. I don't think they make this anymore, but as a Scout tent, ultralight tent, you know, really liked it. In the summertime, it did not breathe well. I wish it did have some sort of screen over that front door to where I could open the door and still keep the bugs out. I guess you'd really have to pick your campsite well and really angle it really well with that breeze to get that breeze blowing through those side vents. But really ultralight. Kind of missed the vestibule because I don't like leaving my boots uncovered outside, and I don't like bringing them inside when they're wet. That's just my thing. But as far as, you know, being ultralight, yeah, it is. And they condensate some, not terribly though, but ultralight fine. Even though it seems, yeah, really thin, and you can actually probably even see my hand a little through it right now. It stood up fine, at least in the backyard test. Over what was that, like 3 different times I tried it back there. Did fine, but you know, getting older, bigger than I was 25 years ago. I don't think Scout tents are really for me anymore. It's that center pole, and just kind of want a vestibule more. So probably won't be using this anymore. I might just give it away to somebody. Might sell it. I don't know what I'll do with it. But I probably won't be using it. I'll probably go with my Mountain Hardwear Nimbus that you haven't seen on the channel yet, but bought that. I'll probably be using that more. Thought about going with the Big Agnes Fly Creek, but kind of ended up with the Mountain Hardwear Nimbus, so that's probably what we'll be going with. But I'm not saying this isn't bad. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm not saying Big Agnes is bad. Just decided this one, super ultralight, but just in the long run, as I'm getting older, not for me. 15 years ago, probably would have been for me. Not for me anymore. Now let's talk about, I gotta give this my rating out of 10. 15 years ago, this probably would have been 7.5 out of 10. Now it's gonna be probably 6.5 out of 10 just because I'm older. Okay, now let's talk about the sleeping bag. Oh, and I guess issue with the tent is, of course, it collapsed under snow load, but the Scout tent doesn't have that back brace, so that's going to happen. And the zipper did get caught a little bit on the fabric. Not too bad, as long as you just kind of go slow and just kind of keep it out of there. You know, try to keep it safe, it'll be fine. Now, talking about the Outdoor Vital, what is this, the Aerie? Is it the Aerie? If not, I'll put it on the screen. 20 degree down sleeping bag. What do I think about this? 20 degrees was, I believe, is their comfort rating. It got down to about, 23, 25 degrees last night. Yeah, it did keep me warm. So that comfort rating does seem accurate. It, didn't rip or anything on me. The material can get caught again in the zipper, so just be careful with that. Darn dogs again. But other than that, yeah, it's lightweight. Seems to be working out fine for me. I don't think I'd take it very much past the comfort rating without, properly, layering up using the sleeping pad, proper sleeping pads, proper layering up. But so far, so good with the Outdoor Vitals Aerie. I did have a few feathers over the past year and a half of owning this come out, but just besides a couple feathers, it's doing just fine. So I don't know if I want to continue using this 20 degree or if I want to switch to the 0 degree one I have. The 20 degree is probably good for 90% of our weather conditions here. And of course, the 0 degree, it's going to be more weight, more bulk. But I don't know, for those occasions where it is going to drop down, it might be nice to have. I don't know. I'm just trying to look for something long term, pack it once, don't have to worry about it after that type of thing. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with this. I don't know. I know, kind of rambling, going back and forth. Anyway, this is, I don't know if Outdoors Vitals is going to come out with their, for this sleeping bag, or a new generation where they have that, gold bonded down or whatever. This is not that. If they do before I release this video, this is not that. But yeah, this is nice for what it is. Would I upgrade to that special gold down, whatever that is called? I might, because I do have store credit there, so I might consider upgrading it if they ever do that. Anyway, it's so cold out. Rating out of 10. I'm gonna give this out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yeah. You know, it's a little noisy, but it's not too bad. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, a little noisy. Feathers coming out a little bit, zipper getting caught. That's my only downsides, but yeah, it did keep me warm. So anyway, get outside, enjoy life. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Check out these other videos floating around on the screen here, and you know, stick around for additional stuff coming up. You never know what I might do. Will be another taste test, will be a review. Will I be out hiking again? Who knows? Stick around, find out. Enjoy.